will say that within life, there is often the wondering of how this life is to be and how this life is to be made manifest. For you see, there is a layering often, a layering of energy that has been tethered from other times and lifetimes. And do you see that when there are addictive natures, that they are often triggered, but they are triggered because they are those things that have gone before. And so there is a greater propensity to move into and back with them because they have been known. And we could spend time discussing aspects that are in alignment with this, but what we want you to understand is that when there is an addictive quality, and especially when there is an addiction from a feeling component, that this addiction is beyond your control in many regards because it is not yours to control. And we will say that there are what we term energy leeches. And energy leeches are those that crave the energy that you manifest in the doing of the addictive thing. And so when there is that need to get that high, when there is that need to feel that feeling, we will suggest that it is not yours and is not something that you would typically do were you not given incentive to do it. And so know that energy leeches follow one and another from lifetime to lifetime. And they do not want to incarnate, but they do want to feel the energy that is made manifest in the doing of the thing, whether it is drinking, sexual in nature, or something that is, might we say, of a lower caliber. But there is that energy, that explosion of energy, and then the energy is gone, and you feel diminished, but you want more, and perhaps to do more. But we would suggest again that it is not yours, and it is not your mental mess that moves you to want to experience this thing that is, quite frankly, beyond the controls that you may have at this point in time, because you have not known that these things exist, perhaps. And so we want to share that you might consider that these things are beyond you, and you need to recognize, to the extent that they are willing to go, to feel what you can produce that they cannot. And so you must be the guardian of the energy that you keep. You must be the way shower to others who know not what you will know at the end of this day. But we know that learning of energy leeches is a lofty undertaking. For even this one who sits before you did not want to educate on this topic, for it is something that she has known, and she took a time and more time to get to the point where she was willing to see that they were something that she need not hold on to anymore. And do you see that there are different levels and different activities and different undertakings where you can get an energetic high? And it is oh so delicious in that point. And she asked, where did we go when she felt like she did? And we had stepped away. For we do not interfere with individual free will election. And it is up to each individual to know and to understand what is in play within the background of their day. And we are willing to wait, as we have for many lifetimes, for a connection back to this one whose soul we know as Ishtar. And so know that each is as they need to be. Each is what they need to be. But there is much that is unknown from a physical standpoint that is presumed mentally. But we tell you that the mind does not know much beyond its measure, because it does not compute, quite frankly. It is not within its program of understanding. And so recognize that the mind does have limitation. And the greatest limitation is the control factor that it has taken over and dominates within the day. And so we suggest too that you regain that control, that you regain the ability to navigate your vessel and your day in a way of loving measure, and in a way that allows you to navigate this life more fluidly, freely, and unencumbered. For the encumbrance is merely that you know not what you are encumbered by. And so, might you consider this? Might you ask questions? And might we dialogue about this a bit more, so that there is a greater understanding from your level of understanding of what we speak upon.